Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Today, we're going to walk through the process of offboarding a contractor through the normal offboarding workflow, using a scheduled offboard, and using an emergent offboard, as well as how to remove a contractor from a contract. To begin, first select the Enterprise Offboarding tile from the home screen. Once on the Enterprise Offboard dashboard, you can go ahead and search for the contractor you wish to offboard. After locating the individual in question, go ahead and select their name. Once on the Review Offboard page, scroll to the bottom, and you can see we have a Remove from Contract button, which we will walk through later in this video, as well as a Start Full Offboard. Select Start Full Offboard. Upon selecting Start Full Offboard, the PIV card return confirmation will appear, requiring the Corps to take responsibility for their contractor to return their PIV card to the local PSIF for destruction. If the Corps does not want to take responsibility, they will select no and provide a substantiated reason as to why. In this case, we will be indicating yes. After responding to the PIV card return confirmation prompt, the Corps will need to place a check mark in each confirmation field stating that they have reviewed the contractor's personal information as well as their AD and PIV information, indicating that it is accurate. Next, the Corps may then proceed with one of three methods to offboard the contractor. Selecting the blue offboard button at the bottom of the page will apply the normal offboarding workflow. Checking this box for is emergent will apply the emergent offboarding workflow with a substantiated reason required. Unlike standard offboarding, emergent offboarding will terminate a contractor's access even if they are assigned to multiple contracts. This process should only be utilized under extreme circumstances in which an individual's access needs to be terminated immediately. The final method to offboard a contractor is seen in the Scheduled Offboard tab. Selecting the tab will bring down the offboard date selection field, where you can type in a specified date in the future to have the contractor offboarded. One thing to note on this page is that after an offboard is scheduled, the date can then be updated by revisiting the Scheduled Offboard tab, selecting a new date, and then clicking Update Scheduled Date. Lastly, you will go ahead and check in the Notes and Audit Log tab to confirm that the new date has been applied. Now that we have walked through the three methods to offboard a contractor, we'll go ahead and select the blue offboard button located at the bottom of the page to apply the normal offboarding workflow. A pop-up will then appear, indicating that if you click yes, you're acknowledging that you want to proceed with a full offboard of this user. After confirming the offboard, another pop-up will appear, indicating that the offboarding process has been successfully initiated. Click OK. Upon receiving the notification that the offboarding process has been initiated, the service will send out an email to the Corps for that contractor, indicating that that user will be offboarded. Upon initiating the offboarding process and receiving the email stating that the offboarding process has been started, you will be brought over to the offboard checklist. Here, the offboard checklist is broken down into 4 sections: e-accounts, user type, equipment, and other accounts. The e-account section will automatically be populated with yes for disablement to the PIV card access, their AD account, as well as their TMS accounts. And the note section will automatically be populated with a substantiated reason. From here, continue to complete all of the checklist items within each of the tabs, updating the checklist as you go to confirm all of the steps have been completed. You may notice that within each of the tabs of the offboarding checklist, driver questions are present to reduce the number of overall manual steps needed to complete the checklists. When a user selects no to the question, the section will automatically populate and all the data fields will be marked as NA with a substantiated reason in the notes section. If needed, a user can manually change some of the automatically generated responses by clicking on the associated action tile with yes or no, and then making a change to the notes section based on their response. One thing to note here is that all responses marked with no or N/A will require a comment. Indicating yes does not require one. Now that all of the tabs have been filled out and the offboarding checklist has been completed, you will notice green check marks accompanying each of the tabs. Following this, you may scroll to the bottom of the page and select Update Checklist. Now that the checklist has been updated, you may navigate over to the contractor's Notes and Audit Log tab. Here we can see all the steps in the offboarding process have been logged with a timestamp, as well as we can confirm that the offboarding checklist has been updated and submitted. Once we have confirmed that the offboarding checklist has been submitted and you have received the email confirming the offboarding process has been initiated, we may then navigate back to the My Dashboard page at the top of the screen to ensure that the contractor has not only been offboarded, but is listed as inactive under the contract. On the My Dashboard page, we'll use the filter section to search for the contractor by last and first name. We'll also indicate the contract that they have been offboarded from, and we will select inactive for status. Upon hitting Apply Filter, we can see that the individual has been successfully offboarded from the contract they were associated with and is now listed as inactive in the service, indicating that the offboarding process has been completed. For instances when a contractor is not leaving the VA, but you would like to remove them from your contract and ensure their accounts are not disabled, begin by going to the Enterprise Offboarding tile from the home screen. From here on the Enterprise Offboard dashboard, we'll go ahead and search for the contractor you wish to remove from your contract. Upon hitting Enter or hitting Apply Filter, we can find the contractor in question and we'll click on their name. Upon selecting the contractor's name, you'll be brought to the Review Offboard page. From here, scroll to the bottom and locate the Remove from Contract button. You may notice a blue information bubble accompanying the button that states the Remove from Contract process will remove the user from the contract and mark them as offboarded. The user's record will not be removed from the VA systems, however, including Active Directory. And to please confirm that you've coordinated the transfer to the contractor's new manager before completing the contract removal. Once you have coordinated the transfer of the contractor with their new manager, you may select the Remove from Contract button. Upon selecting the button, a pop-up will appear confirming that you would like to remove this contractor from the contract listed above. Click OK. To ensure the contractor is no longer active on the contract they were removed from, first navigate to the My Dashboard page. From here, use the filter section to search for the contractor that was just removed from the contract. Make sure to filter out for the contract they were removed from and set the status to inactive. As you can see in the results section, the contractor's status has been changed to inactive under the contract, confirming the removal. Overall, this video highlights the 3 methods to offboard a contractor using the VA on and offboarding service, as well as removing a contractor from a contract. Thank you and have a great day.